Kia ora, everybody. I'm Heather from Love Literacy, and today I'm going to walk you through the Yeet CVC Pack. This is one of the core foundation packs for early reading. So this pack focuses on three-letter words that follow a consonant, a vowel, and a consonant pattern. It uses a range of short vowels, a, I, o, and a, e, I, o, and u, combined with a range of consonants. Now, ideally, your learners will have learned the sounds and the symbols that go with them of the alphabet. And I'll just take you through a few of the cards. So, for example, we have our short medial vowel A for a, and for example, this one is ran. And if students don't know how to decode this word, we would get them to sound it out and blend it together. If you can, we want to be going for that continuous blending, those sliding sounds. For example, and ran. Once they've blended it, don't leave them just sitting on and. Make sure they're saying that word back, ran. Also, make sure they're not looking at you rather than the word to get confirmation that they've said it correctly. We always want to encourage them to keep their eyes on the word. Here is an example with our short medial E, and get, get. Our short medial I, in win, O, in got, and U, in hug. Now, in the Yeet CVC pack, we have 54 cards in there. We have one instruction card, we have 7 Yeet cards, and the remainder of the cards, 46 cards, are all vocabulary cards. Now, in the vocabulary cards, we have some everyday words, for example, like ran and get and got and win. And then we have some slightly higher level words or slightly different words that encourage lots of really useful conversation. For example, we have cod. Cod is a type of fish. For example, this one here is jam. Now, jam you might think of as a fairly common word, but yes, there is jam, the jam that we spread on our toast, but you can also be in a jam, which is like a sticky situation, or you can jam your thumb in the door. So you can have some real fun with some of these words. And for example, the word wit is something funny. You can have a witty comment, or you can show your wit, or it could be that you're a good and clever thinker. Now, the great thing about the Yeet CVC pack is that this is how students can really learn how to put that blending into practice. And this pack is ideal for children in their first year of learning to read, so years 0 and 1. And it's also incredibly useful for older learners who need an extra little bit of practice with sounding out and blending. So as I was saying, inside the pack, we have some common and slightly less common vocabulary. We've got intentionality there. We want learners to, yes, rely on decoding, not just memory or guessing. So when I use this pack, we definitely slow everything down. So just some other tips there. Make sure we're saying each sound clearly, and make sure that we are doing the final blend, not leaving it on that staccato sound. K, o, d. We want to make sure we're doing a k, o, d, and then always reading that back. Again, we're not guessing, we're blending. Every sound matters. So for some learners, especially those rebuilding foundations in year 2 and beyond, this pack can be really empowering. It gives them some structure that they can trust, and they start to see that the words are predictable when you know the code. And we know that repetition matters. Throughout this pack, there are a number of words that begin with k and that have oh, and each time we are reinforcing the sound and the symbol there with those. So you can also extend this pack by perhaps swapping some initial consonants, swapping some final consonants, building some word chains, using it alongside your alphabet strip if you want to. It's a really simple game. It's really powerful. And if you're building these strong decoding foundations, this is a pack that you will definitely come back to again and again. So there you go. Make sure you give this one a go, and happy reading.